Well, hi, my name is Humberto, and I'm gonna talk about mold reflection. Did you get information that served to state the problem numerically, graphically, algebraically, or textually? Well, yes, I did a lot of research to understand these functions because at way to express a function because at the beginning I didn't understand it at all. I was a little bit confused with the trend line and to get the formula. I was a little bit confused, but I do a great research on the internet on YouTube, and I got some important information that may help me on the future, for example, on third semester. Now, the next question is, did you use mathematical language and notation to represent the problem? How? Well, I think that I used a lot of mathematical language while I was doing the report and while I was doing the video because I always refer to the graphs or tables, etc., as ways of expressing a function, not only as only a graph, etc. And I think that on the report, I also mentioned a lot of mathematical language while I was comparing all of the tables, and I think that I had a pretty good language. And now, on the next question is, did you identify the present variables, independent and dependent, in each function? And yes, while I was working on the part one, I I was the one in charge of that, and I think that I learned how to master it because it seems pretty easy, but I have sometimes trouble with it. But now I know that, for example, the time is always all of the time the independent variable, and although it sounds very obvious, it is necessary to say that the output always depends on the input. Well, now the next question is, did you write a function or equation that describes or models the selected situation? Yes, I write the function while I was doing the part two and while I was doing the part three. I transformed a graph into the function while I was doing the trend line, and I thought that at the beginning I was very difficult and was hard, but with the research and while I was trying to do it with other functions, it gave me a good result, and I think that I know how to do it easily. Now, the next question: explain what purpose of this project, the purpose of this project. Did you achieve it? Well, I think that the purpose of this project was first to learn how the a function works and how you can express it in different ways, and to identify which was the most important and the better way of expressing a function. That in this case and in the report uh, was the normal graph because it contains more information. It shows variation that not a lot of tables show, and I think that it is more important to have a lot of details that that don't have a lot of details. Uh, Also, I think that I now master how to and do know how the graphs works and how the function works, and I think that I achieved the purpose, achieved the goal. Now, did you need the strategies to achieve the goals? Yes. While I was doing the research, I created a strategy that was based in if I found a video with some biased opinion or something like that, I could not trust it. That was wasn't a reliable source. So that was my strategy while I was doing the research. Now, on the next question, it says, did you listen in an active and respectful way to the proposals raised by your colleagues? Well, I think that in this point we all did it great. I think that we all have worked in a perfect way and we all generate ideas and was a wonderful team. And I think that me and my colleagues did a very good job. Now, in general, what did you learn from this project? Well, first I learned that the functioning of the graphs, how does a trend line works, how to identify always the dependent and dependent variable. That was like a little troll for me. And now, finally, if you had the opportunity to do it again, what would you do differently? I actually would not change almost anything, even though I will change the first part of the project, because at the beginning we were very lazy. We didn't do it as the best as we could, but then we did it all over again, and I think that we got amazing results.